In this video, we are going to learn a tactic called windmill. It's a tactic where if your opponent falls into it, he'll never get out of it. So let me show you an example. In this position, can you look for a winning move for black? You can see that rook check is the right move. And after 9 blocks, we can take the knight, of course, with the bishop or the rook, but we'll take with the rook. King moves. Now he's in the windmill. He can't get out of it. Like we can just draw the game if you just move the rook, let's say to f2, king moves. We can easily draw the game by moving the rook anywhere. But here we have to be careful. Our bishop's hanging. So we have to make sure we move the rook and defend the bishop. We are down by an exchange right now, right? But if you play the right move, we will be able to get a winning position. What is that move? We can play a rook g5, in which case it's a check from the bishop, and he will have to block. Or he can also take, I suppose, and then it's an equal position. And we can also play rook f2. He will take, and then we can take his rook and win his piece. Will be up a piece. And after rook f2, if king moves, then what can we do? Then we can just play rook b4. Sorry, rook check again. Wait a minute. Rook check again, king moves, and then again rook check. And this time when the king moves, we have another check, and it is checkmate. Wait. Okay, let's play rook f2. He takes the bishop. Then it's easy for us. We take and then we take. So let me just explain what would have happened if we played king moves. If you played king moves, we'd again give a check. And this time when the king moves away, we can play something like, what could we play? If you play rook d2, he will take, that's equal. I guess we'll have to play rook g5 and let him take. We'll be up by 2 pawns and we're winning. But here it didn't happen. Now, this is very similar. We are down by a queen. I mean, we're not down by a queen. We are down by a rook. No, down by an exchange here. But you can see that the rook and bishop. Queen is covering this square, so king can't move. So rook takes pawn check. Now, if you simply move the rook, he will take our bishop and it's not going to be enough. But if you move the rook, where shall we move our rook? We can move it here. And if he takes, we take back with a check. Or is there a better move? Let us see. We can't play rook g1 because then he'll just take it, right? So that wouldn't work. Let's play rook f2. King moves. If he moves the king, then just again check. And now when the king moves, we'll win the queen with rook d2. All right. Same pattern. The only difference is you're down by a full rook here. A full rook and a bishop. But we will be able to checkmate him. We can't win a rook and bishop back. We can take the bishop back, but we won't win a rook. But we have a checkmate. Can you calculate the checkmate? Rook takes g2, king moves. Now, it's very important where you move the rook. If you simply move it anywhere on the g file, which you think is checkmate, I have f3, and it's just winning for me. There's nothing after that. So can you find the move after rook g2? King moves, and now we have to play rook f2. He will block. When he moves, now again we go back. And now when he moves the king, we can just move the rook anywhere on the g5. Even g3 is fine because it's a discord attack. He'll have to block and it is checkmate. So the main thing here is you have to take the f2 pawn. He should not directly come back because he can play f3. So we take the pawn and then come back to the g5 and we're winning. Let's look at this position. This one, the first move we would want to play is of course queen f7, but what's the continuation? Queen f7, king h8, and then what do we do? That is the hard part, I suppose. We can again give a queen f6 check, and this time when the king moves, queen e6 check. Yeah. So queen f7, king moves, queen check, king moves, queen e6 check. The king again moves to h8 because if he comes to f8, then it is mate on f7. He'll again go to h8, and now again check, and this time when the king moves, we'll bring the bishop in. So we remove these 2 pawns with check, and we bring the bishop in. So takes, check, takes, check again, and now comes the bishop. So you can see the opponent set is spoiling right now. He cannot do anything. He's just stuck there in a circle. We've caught him in a net and he can't get out of that. So it's a very bad feeling when you get into a windmill. It's like we feel powerless. But when you do the windmill, of course, you feel powerful and everything is good and we're winning. Let's look at another position. Here it is black to play. Can you find out the winning move for black? Of course, we would first think of this. And if the king moves to f1, what is our continuation? Check, king will escape, isn't it? Oh, king can't escape, queen check. and the king's escape will be shortened. But what if he comes to h1? Then knight g3 should win. So yeah, let's play the move rook takes. Now, will knight g3 be enough? Knight g3, he will take our rook and we will take his queen. And then he has got a lot of pieces. No, that is rook e7, but we can stop that. Is there any mate that we can do here? Rook check, king takes, queen g3 check, king moves, and that's it. We don't have knight f2 because rook takes. So that wouldn't win. Is there anything I'm missing here? Let's see. This knight g3, king takes, knight takes, rook takes. We'll have rook, bishop, and knight. That's a bit. No, he can't take back. It's a check, right? So we can just bring the knight back. So we'll have a knight as well. So let's play knight g3. We'll take the queen. And now we have to play. Okay, now we have to be careful. We can play knight g3 and again win his rook. Why didn't he go to f2 actually? Then we would have played queen g3 and we would still be in a better position. If he had gone to f1, same story. So yeah, he went back. Now we can play knight g3 again. And now we take the rook. And the knight is also stopping the rook e7 check from him. So he has no way to win this because he's down by a queen. Queen against a bishop, basically. That's a lot of material. So windmill can be a very powerful weapon. And we should try to get such positions where we can execute a windmill in our game.